Alright guys, so I pretty much somewhat neatly but messy put the engine harness in here. So what I'm gonna do, everything's kind of plugged in where it needs to, so I have more than enough slack up in here. What I'm gonna do is run the bank 2 underneath the manifold like I did before, and then tuck this guy over here, and then got the ECU connectors there. And then this is gonna all go into that new relay box. And then the OBD2, it's just 4 wires I need to lengthen out. And then what I'm gonna do, you got this cut out over here. You can see that's where the old Ford harness was, which we ended up cutting and pulling out completely. So this is the grommet over there that we're gonna be running everything through. And then, I didn't want to do this, but we ended up pulling the dash, not completely out, because this is going to give me more than enough room that I need. And then we ran a wire back here. We're going to run it up here and then through the back where the airbag is. And that's where the ECU is going to sit up in here. So we got links on that, and we're just going to start cutting wire now and then start splicing and extending all these wires in the ECU. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is pull all of this AC stuff out, body control module, all the Ford stuff is literally just gonna get ripped out here. I'm probably gonna end up pulling the dash completely, you know, towards the back seat or maybe even out. But I'm really trying to avoid touching that airbag until last because it's sketchy. But that's really it. We took the seats out, the body parts. Really, it wasn't too bad pulling the dash out. Rod and I got it out in about maybe an hour of just taking our time too. And wasn't too bad, so that's about what we got going on here. Alright guys, so I don't remember the last clip I took off the top of my head, so we're gonna go on a whim here, and I'll figure out the rest when I start editing the video, but I'm just gonna start from here. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys what the car is looking like now, but I'll give you more of a in daylight tour. So we got the dash is all loose. We just kind of had to put it in place because obviously the doors don't close when the dash is out. So we kind of have it in place now, bunch of crap hanging around. All my interior parts. So we're gonna start ripping some stuff out of here. Like these are like my old RCAs, sub wires and stuff. So just a little briefing what I'm gonna do. So once we get the dash actually fully out and have some room to play with, what I'm gonna do is be pulling the AC stuff out, which I'm sure I mentioned before. And what I'm gonna do is pretty much take the stock Ford body harness in a way and modify it. So pretty much the same thing you do with a stock truck harness. Pretty much get rid of the wires you don't need and use the ones you will need. So that way I can use the existing wires without really going overboard with using new wires and stuff like that. So obviously if you guys know who Boosted Boys is, kind of like what Kyle and Wyatt did to the MR2, how Wyatt literally just stripped out the entire body harness and just left the stock wires for the headlights and stuff like that. So that's really all I'm going to need it for, is like a dome light, radio, because it's still a street car, guys. It's not fully turbo yet, but either way, yeah, like headlights, radio, dome light, and that's really it. So it really should be down to a couple of wires, but it's just going to be a pain in the butt to go through. Anyway, enough with the rambling. Let me show you guys what else I got going on here and what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so I believe last time where you guys saw the harness it was on the floor here, which it clearly is not anymore, but there's many wire clippings everywhere. So I just got my switch panel, ECU, one of the boxes I'm going to use, and my ground distro. I did order exactly this one, but in red, that I'm gonna be using for obviously 12 volt. And pretty much what I got going on here now, I'm pretty much to the spot where I'm gonna start luming these guys up. So what I do, oh, a bird, it's a bird. Hold on, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy, come here. No, don't go away. Oh my God, it's Red Robin, isn't it? Anyway, ADD at its finest, guys. So I'm gonna start, let me zoom out of here so you guys can see. So I'm gonna start luming this bad boy up. So Rod helped me out and we pretty much got rid of all this junk in here, which I was running. You can get, you know, how to wire this up on LT1 Tech. So you get the 4 fuses, 2, 3 relays, that's the word. So that's kind of junk now. We pretty much had to kind of rewire it. I can't really explain it well because Rod's not here and he explained it to me. And of course, it's one ear out the other. So this is all a learning process. So we got, I believe these were the injector wires. So we kind of did 2 into 1 with these special connectors, which is fused. And then we ran another 12 volt into, I believe it's a 12 volt, don't quote me on it, for the, oh God, fuel pump relay. And I'll show you guys real quick. So, fuel pump. So, my switch panel came with like 2 giant sheets of stickers, so we may as well, it's mostly for marine stuff, but we're gonna use engine instrument as the ECU relay, fan relay, and then obviously fuel pump relay. And then I ran these guys, trying to separate these 2 connectors so I have a lot more room to work with. But so far, I ran out of wire because clearly I've been extending these guys so they can fit into the car rather than sitting in the engine bay. So I'm just waiting on that to come in, which it should be coming in the next 2 days. And I got all my sensors here, so I kind of separated that out. Coil plugs, or not, you know what I mean. I guess we'll call them coil plugs, even though that's not really. And then injectors over here. So I'm gonna pretty much go ahead and start luming these guys up now that I have it all kind of laid out. I've got the 2 ECU connectors here. Everything else that's extended is kind of laying off. This is for one of the O2s, I believe, that I still need to extend so I can run that along. But like I said, these are just the sensors that are gonna be all up front. And then obviously the O2s are gonna be facing more back, and then later on, I may just be easier to just snip them since I'm gonna go with forward-facing headers. And again, this is the loom I'm gonna go with. And yeah, let's go ahead and get cracking on this bad boy. So I got my first 2 connectors loomed up, and kind of sucks that literally all of these connectors are a lot bigger than the loom can stretch out to. So fortunately, a lot of these are already cut and spliced from when we first modified this harness, so kind of helps. So I'm just cutting where they've already been cut and spliced, running the loom, and then re-splicing it. It is gonna take, you know, an extra bit of time, but I've been cutting and splicing these wires for 2 weeks now, I guess total, you can say. This is gonna suck. This is a lot of wires, but I got 2 connectors done in about, say 30 minutes, so that's really not bad. I mean, I really only killed an hour trying to fit the 1/2-inch loom over the injectors. And that's just not happening. So I'm probably gonna have to tape those or try to fit the loom on it somehow. But that's gonna be a pain in the butt. But either way, I'm gonna do the sensors. So that's just really a simple cut and splice, and obviously everything should fit good, and I'm definitely gonna need some more loom. So that's gonna be fun. So I've got the 1/2 inch here, which I really didn't get to use much of, and I'm already using the 1/4 inch, which I'm gonna blow through like wildfire. So yeah, more stuff to order. But either way, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm sure you guys are a lot more excited than I am because this is pain in the butt work. But hey, it's gonna look good. I'm super stoked for it, and let's see if this is gonna be the cleanest, you know, do-it-yourself truck harness we can get here, especially on a LS Swap Mustang. This is all just because I'm too cheap to buy a Holley Terminator X, because that's like $1,000. I'm gonna do it later on anyway, but right now I'm $200 in the hole. I'm gonna need to spend another 20 to 40 bucks on looms. So I mean, guys, we're still saving $700-800, so hopefully this will be worth it. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a great week or day. I don't know when I'm posting this, but just enjoy yourselves, stay safe, keep doing race car stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.